What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Humble Warrior back at you guys with another video. So, apparently yesterday's fiasco, the internet blew up. People was in outrage about seeing Tua on the sideline laughing during the final moments of the 38 or the 28-15 loss at the hands of the Pittsburgh Steelers on Monday Night Football. Like I said on Twitter, man, in defense of him, we don't know what was said. Granted, it wasn't a good look because the camera always manages to find him because he is supposed to be the face of the franchise. But to be fair, this is a new day and age. It's not like the current, players that were before him where losing did matter. I'm not saying that it doesn't bother him, but we don't know what was said to him. So now he's not really allowed to laugh or nothing like that. He can't really be joyous doing defeat and nothing like that. He has to be pissed off and like trying to avenge whoever beat him or whatever. We know that football is a competitive sport. We understand that. But to say that every single loss is supposed to sting and piss you off, and no, man, it's life. Like, it's a game at the end of the day. You're not going to win every game. I mean, if that's the case, then the people that he beat should be pissed off, right? They shouldn't be on the sideline laughing and talking and all like that. It should be a lot of angry people throwing Gatorade bottles, swinging stuff at each other, throwing helmets, all that type of stuff. But this is a new league. Just like they showed the video of Jalen Ramsey and Tua talking after the game was over. People got pissed about that. What are you guys exactly pissed about? The mere fact that Jalen Ramsey decided to talk to Tua because he's a human being? Because Tua's not an asshole? He don't say demeaning stuff about people, nothing like that. He is brutally honest, but he's not going to be to the point where he's sitting there basically cutting your throat. He just tells it how it is without being so degrading. But because those type of things happen, it became a major talking point. And of course, the whole move on from Tua train is in full effect now. But this is my take on that. And if you guys have a different point of view, it's fine. We can agree to disagree. But, and moving on from Tua, what will you actually solve with McDaniel? Because whoever the next quarterback is, he has to evolve their offense to where that next quarterback will be able to function properly. If he uses the same exact play calling with a different quarterback, you will get a much more chaotic result. Case in point, Quinn Ewers, Zach Wilson, those type of guys cannot function in this type of offense. So if you're going to bench Tua and put in Quinn Ewers the last 3 games of the season, I got no problem with that. Not fighting about it because I'm curious to see what he can do. But you have to be able to develop some type of game plan around him to where it showcases his skills and give him the personnel needed so that he can show what he can do. If you do what you did to Tua Monday night, Mike McDaniel, then you're not going to get anywhere with this rookie. Because he'll be coming to next season probably looking to have some type of chance to play. But we all know next season it's going to be Tua's job. Like I said before on posts that I've made, Mike McDaniel's not evolving his offense. He's not tweaking anything to it. He's keeping it exactly the same. I don't know why either. It's like from 2023 on, his offense has gotten worse and worse and worse and more predictable. That's why he turned to the running game, because he's no longer able to dial up or he's no longer able to draw up plays to get deep shots or whatever. It's not like Tua can't throw the ball deep and his arm has not degenerated or nothing like that. But with what personnel are you actually gonna go deep with? Because your best deep threat was Tyreek Hill and he was your fastest receiver. Once he went down, the whole offense changed completely. We weren't even attempting deep shots or deep middle shots at all. We only throwing the ball 10 yards and below. Basically, that's it. Every now and then we took that I can remember maybe 1 or 2 designated deep shots. That's it. That's a problem with your head coaching and your play scheming. That means that he's not even attempting to basically have the offense in position to become a threat to any defense. He's not doing it. So because of that, defense will sit on certain routes that Tua's used that Tua is accustomed to throwing, while also taking away everything else. And when you cannot get separation or get your own offense going through whether it's scheming, play calling, execution, whatever, you put yourself at a disadvantage. And let's be real here, Mike McDaniel he's probably not a head coach. He's probably better served as an OC or some type of coordinator, because it seems like the whole operation of a team, he struggles with it. He's so busy trying to tweak up a play that he won't even jump down his defense's throat for certain things, or he won't tweak the offense to where it is opened up like it was in the fourth quarter when Tua was just throwing the ball all over the damn place, and completion after completion after completion after completion, 20 yards, 30 yards, all up and down the field on Pittsburgh after the score was 28-3. But of course, they still were playing defense. They were not playing prevent. They weren't all the way back in the end zone while he's throwing those things. No, they were actually playing cover 2, and he was still hitting them. But because you gave him 4 receiver sets and they was able to run routes, he was able to then just pick apart the defense. They didn't have the time to get to him because the ball was coming out of his hands. Where was that all season? The Colts game, the Browns game, the Panthers game, the Chargers game. Where was all this stuff this season that we actually needed to happen that didn't happen? The Commanders game, the Jets game, both of them, the Patriots game. Like, we can go on and on down this rabbit hole, but we have to call it for what it is. It's not just Tua. Yes, Tua's not the same player. He really isn't. There's something going on there. I do believe that, because looking at his previous film and looking at him today, he's not the same player. Even he could say that, though. But I think his biggest thing is, let him play another season, and then I guess he'll make a decision as to who he wants to train with to get better, because the narrative going into this year was what? He has to play a full season. That's what Doug said. That's what a lot of other fans said. They got to see him play a full season, and he wants to make the playoffs. Okay, well, in some retrospect, you got to understand how the team is built. If he plays a full season and we don't make the playoffs, I guess it's a failure, right? In reality, yes, it is a failure because we missed the playoffs. But what you set for yourself was that he had to play a full season. He's 3 games away from doing that. If McDaniel benches him against Cincinnati, then that's not on him. He don't make that decision. His performance can only dictate but so much of it. And if you look at that Pittsburgh game, that game was not on him, because Tua didn't throw a lot. He threw the ball, I think, 7 times in the first half, 7 or 8 times. How is that game on him directly when the routes that you had was 2 guys running the same damn routes in that game, and one of those routes got picked because you refused to put more help out there on that field to give that boy some type of a chance? You made Jalen Waddle run a corner route with 2 damn people, one person over the top, one person underneath, and you expect Tua to fit that shit in some type of window. And he already short-armed the pass because a defender was barreling down on him. So at the same time that he let the ball go, he already knew what it was. I would have just preferred him to take the damn sack, because Jalen Waddle was never going to get open. Now, if that's, if that is DK Metcalf, if you throw it up a little higher, he more than likely got that for you. Actually, DK would have fought back through that and probably got the ball. But any other receiver that's 6'3" and above, they'll go get that for you. Jalen Waddle's not going to do that. But I'm not going to get into that no more. McDaniel has got to change. People keep talking about Tua got to change. Tua, you got to get the right damn trainer now. I think they say his name was Nick something. I forgot his last name. Go back to that man, Tua. Like, let that man fully restore your mobility to where you can throw the ball with more velocity or whatever. Because some of your passes, they were questionable. But I know you can still make those throws. To say you can't is stupid. But go back to what was helping you become a better player overall. That's what you're going to go back to. Outside of that, I don't see where moving on from him exactly helps the team. I get the 6-year thing. I do understand that. That's a big enough sample size to say, hey, it might be time to change quarterbacks. If we do make the decision, I'm fine. I'm still a fan. I just want fairness across the board. If that's the case and the same quarterback comes in and does worse, or we don't even make the playoffs, and we're still hovering around 6-7 wins a season, are we blaming the quarterback, or are we going to blame the coach? Because when Tua gone, Mike McDaniel clock really speeds up. So if you move on to Tua, then who do you get to replace him in this system that seems to be catered toward his abilities? Because a lot of guys don't process and anticipate. They don't throw it like that. They throw it from what they see, not from what they don't see. What Tua doesn't see allows him to make those throws. Sometimes he don't see that sometimes he don't see the receiver, crossing, but he expects him to be there, so he lets the ball go. And when the receiver turns his head, the ball right there. Which is why a lot of times Tyreek is able to catch and go. You rarely saw Tyreek actually slow down to stop. It was, I think it was 2022 when it was, that he had to get acclimated, but once he did, it was over. He's all over the damn field. But I want to see, like, this offseason, I just want to see how the GM handled this. This is a big situation. Because you decide to move from Tua and you go and get a free agent quarterback, because right now Zach Wilson going to be cut, and Quinn Ewers, he's going to probably be pushed down to the practice squad unless he can fight his way up the depth chart. But I think that this training camp, they should have a real legit competition at quarterback. Like, give Tua something, to get fired up about. Like, give him that. Give him something to where he is going to come into next season, like, razor sharp focus. Because I think this year, that wasn't the case. This whole thing was just trying not to get hurt. And to his credit, he's made his week now, 15? He's made every single game. So he didn't get hurt. So he did his part. But I need his focus to be razor sharp next season, because for us, it's like it's a situation where we either got to win, like they said, like people keep saying they think we're going all in next year. Whether we do or don't, man, I just want to see better productivity on that field. I'm tired of the same play calls, McDaniel. I'm tired of these chicken little fucking plays that you're running and we ain't going nowhere. We're going in a circle. I'm tired of that circle. So go to your be like Iron Man, break it down to his bare minimum form and figure the shit out. Recreate the wheel and branch out with a variety of damn usage plays that will keep a defense honest, that will shock people. Don't keep putting this generic BS out there, then blaming the quarterback play or saying it's not good enough, because your creativity is trash now. You've been figured out. The quarterback can only do so much, and you from jump that Tua was not this damn super athletic quarterback, and he didn't have to be. But for what you had put out there in terms of offensively, he was looking really, it was looking like a well-oiled machine in 2023. And then all of a sudden, people figured you out. Because Tyreek benefited a lot from deep shots all over the damn field. I'm surprised throughout the year people weren't picking up on it. But once they got you in the cover 2 look, Mike McDaniel, you just went to a shell. You couldn't call your way out of cover 2 look to save your life. When to me, it's different ways to beat a cover 2. But you have to figure that part out. You're the coach. I just appreciate if you start manning up and taking responsibility for some things instead of keep saying everything's on the table and evaluating things. Take responsibility for your part in this game. Tell them people the truth. Don't keep saying these PR answers to save your ass. Because at the end of the day, your ass gonna be the one getting burnt. You'll be the one fired and replaced. I'd much rather have you own up to your mistakes and fix them, and then proceed to repair a lot of things in the locker room that you're damaging because of your mouth on post game. Because once two are gone and you get somebody that's not the equivalent in terms of what he can do, I'm not talking about athleticism, because Tua is not an athletic quarterback at all. But if you get an athletic quarterback and they do much worse, Because most athletic quarterbacks have no accuracy, no velocity, no not they have velocity. They have no accuracy, and they don't throw off anticipation. They throw off what they see. As Jalen Hurts, if he don't see you down the field wide open, he's not throwing that ball. So you might find yourself in a situation where the offense is going backwards, more than likely because the quarterback is not willing to throw the ball. And if he's taking more sacks than usual, guess what? It's going to lead to injury. And then you got to answer that question. How can you help him improve his vision on the field? Or how can you help him to speed up his processing on plays? Or doing this series or doing that series? Are you still going to say everything is on the table? I just want to know. Grow up, man. Grow up. You got one more season, maybe two more with this team before we're all going to turn the guns on you and tell you goodbye. Don't make it to where it's an uncomfortable next season. Don't do that to yourself. And find ways to actually reach this team that's not with you having a speech impediment. Nobody can follow a leader of men if you can barely damn talk. If you cannot articulate your thoughts to where you can get across to the team and motivate them to continue to play a certain way, if they come out flat in the first half and the second half they're on fire, or flat the first half and the second half they're on fire, that ain't good. They got to keep the same momentum. It is hard to do, but you have to find a way to keep doing that same key. That way they're not looking so damn suspect in one half or the other in football. People picked that up Monday night. But that's all blame to it because he's the $50 million man. Anyway, guys, that's my thoughts on this. Let me know what you guys think. If Tua is moved on from, who do we go get next? And be honest, who do you want to go get next? But as always, guys, peace and love.